Hi there, folks. Today, we want to welcome SPARC Networking Podcast. We are a networking business membership referral community. We are launching SPARCcast because we want to share some ideas with you. Our podcast is going to take a deeper dive into the world of business networking. We want to share some insights about how business works here in Las Vegas, some strategies, some success stories from our members and our industry leaders here in Las Vegas. I'm your host. My name is Silvia Aguilar, and I'm the president of SPARC Networking Community. It has been my vision to connect professionals, foster collaboration, and to create opportunities for professionals and empower individuals and businesses alike with a wealth of information for everyone so they can listen and tune in and find out what's working out there, what is working for businesses and members to know how to best network here in this city. So our guest today is Gilda Lochner, correct?
Correct.
And she's an independent Medicare agent. She's one of our members here at SPARC. And we meet here every Monday at the WeWork location at Town Square. We have a morning chapter and an evening chapter. You belong to our evening chapter, SPARC After Dark. Now that chapter meets at 5:30 and it goes to 7 p.m. And so I want to talk with Gilda and ask her how is networking and how SPARC has helped her with her networking here in Las Vegas. So Gilda, tell me, give me some ideas. What are you doing out there? How important is networking to your business?
Networking is very important. As an independent broker in the Medicare division, those eligible are not going to come knocking to my door. I need to go out there and find them. And these events are very important for me. I can meet other people, establish a relationship, and to me, it's not about sales, it's about helping. I love helping my seniors, not only seniors, but those who are Medicare eligible. And those are the only way that you will be able to help because they don't know where to go. We need to go to them. And this is the only way for me to find them.
Okay. Well, tell me a little bit about how did you start the business? What did you do when you first got here? When you first started becoming a Medicare agent, what kind of things did you do to, tell us a little bit more about what you do.
Like my background?
Yeah.
My background. I grew up in Nogales, Nuevo Mexico for the first 16 years of my life. I went to school there. Then our family relocated to Tucson, Arizona. In 1977 is where I finished high school. I attended college there and I studied business law. Don't ask me why. I feel like I'm hitting a landmark in my life because I've been in Las Vegas for 38 years.
Wow, that's great.
Yes. Out of those 19 years, I worked for the airlines. My experience there includes ramp operations, includes pushing back the plane.
Awesome.
Making your reservations.
Can I ask you what airline?
Ticket agent. Yes, back in the day it was America West.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it doesn't exist anymore. It was bought out by US Air and now it's American Airlines. Where everything is one airline now. And included also a flight attendant, which I enjoy greatly with my family. We were able to travel a lot.
Oh.
The other 19 years, I held my license as a life and health insurance agent. And that was back in 2005, right? I worked for several companies. One of them is worth mentioning, Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, where I worked for 9 years, and Medicare industry.
Well, you've got the experience. And that's what people need to know is that you need to find a Medicare agent here in town to help you as a senior figure out the whole Medicare world. And you need to sit with someone with that type of experience. So I'm so glad you are in that industry. I'm so glad you found SPARC and you came to SPARC. And how long have you been with SPARC?
It's been maybe 3 or 4 months now. And one of the most memorable experience that I have in my networking experience is meeting you.
Oh, yeah.
And
when we met together,
yes.
I was so excited to meet you and know that you did Medicare, because I'm also in the insurance business, but I don't handle Medicare. And I needed someone just like yourself, someone who is charismatic, spoke both languages, English and Spanish, and knew her stuff. She knows Medicare in and out. She had the experience. I needed to refer somebody. The connection was instant for me. So I hope I didn't overpower and say, please come to SPARC. But I know that the connection was going to be a good one.
Yes, the connection was mutual. And not only that, but you embraced me in the SPARC community family. And because as an independent Medicare broker, you can be lonely. From coming from a corporate to being your own boss, it can be lonely and scary. And you embraced me. And I appreciate that and the SPARC family.
Awesome. Well, that's what we are here about. That's what SPARC's about, is making those connections, making those relationships. And that's why we meet every week. What do you think? What do you think about the meetings? I mean, you come in every week, 1 week out. And I always tell people, look, if you can't make all 4 meetings in a month, please come at least 2, because the more we see you is the more we get to know about you and learn about what you do. And I may not have a senior right at that moment, but when somebody calls me and asks me for, Medicare advice, I saw you. I know you're still there. I know you're still in the business, and I know who to refer to. So I appreciate you attending as many times as you can. Our mix and mingles are awesome.
Yes, they are.
So we do have a mix and mingle once every month, every second Wednesday of the month. And I try to bring as many people to connect with you. And I'm hoping you're making those connections as well. Do you have other things that you use for your connections? Do you belong to another group? Do you use LinkedIn? Do you use Instagram? Any of those social media?
I do not belong to a lot of groups. I do use LinkedIn. It's about the only one. I like the more personal one-on-one relationships. I find that.
Don't you go to the clinics too? Or are you at the Walmarts, or are you at the...
Yes, I do some retail.
Awesome.
Yes.
So they can find you in these retail locations.
They can find me at Cardenas.
Cardenas,
also,
the Mexican market?
Yes, Mexican supermarket.
Do you know what location?
Normally it's the one Sahara on Eastern, but we'll be changing locations to one Marketon. The one is located at Nellis in Charleston. They can find me there.
So sometimes networking takes you out, and you have to network at a location. I've done that as well when I was, a PNC agent. I set myself up at a supermarket. I got a lot of referrals, and my office was actually in front of a supermarket. So for me to be out at the market was even better. So I'm pretty sure you're picking up some clients there, and that's another way of networking. Sometimes we just have to be at the location. So that's great. I'm so glad you're doing. Starting with someone who's new here to Las Vegas, do you have any advice? I know when I came here, I didn't have anybody to go to for advice. I just thought I'd do something on my own. But do you have any advice for someone starting in a business and they're looking to connect? First of all, you have to invite them to SPARC, right?
Right.
You want to have them come and meet us. But give me some ideas. What do you think a brand new business person would, need to do to be a part of a good networking community?
They need to go out there in the community and find a business like SPARC. Like that day when I met you, that was my 3rd networking event on that day. Wow. And I almost did not go. And I am so glad that I did, because you're the one connection that I made on that day that has become very significant.
You have to go to a lot of them to find out which one is your niche, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I did that too. I went to 30 of them the first month I was here. I just wanted to know what was out here. So it is time consuming, but so what do you think? They come to a networking event. What advice do you get them when they show up to a networking event?
It's well worth it. be friendly, be consistent, be concise, don't take a lot of time, willing able to give instead of trying to get business, just give value, try to find out, because what I find out the most is not what I teach, but also what I learn from the other members.
Yeah, because
very valuable information. The market is constantly changing, or they're constantly changing, and you never know when you're going to need a real estate agent, a tax advisor, a home inspector. And I find that very valuable. I'm very, very impressed with our networking.
Oh no, I love our members because I have a lot of them on speed dial. So I know I've been with SPARC. I mean, I'm one of the founders of SPARC. So we've been in this a little over 2 years. And I know I have people on speed dial, like my home repair guy, my lawyer. They all came from SPARC. I utilize a lot of SPARC members because I know what they do. I know how they best can help me in my business. So for me, our SPARC members are like golden nuggets for sure. So I want to just thank you for coming and helping us launch this SPARCcast. I want to give people ideas on how to network, how to come to SPARC, what's the best way to approach people. I always tell people, bring a lot of business cards, because the first thing people are going to ask me, how do I get a hold of you?
Yes.
And SPARC does have a book, and we have a yellow book that says SPARC on it, and all our guests get to put their cards in there as well as our members. So you can flip through the pages, pull out a business card of someone you want to connect to, right?
Exactly. I just want to thank you. It has been a pleasure. I just wanted to say, as a long-standing local community member for 38 years, I just want to say that I have a lot of expertise and I have established relationships with doctors in the community. I can help you if you need somebody that needs the assistance in the Medicare, not only in Medicare and another
health field,
another health field that you need. I can connect you with somebody within that SPARC community.
Awesome. Well, that's great. So I want to say thank you again for helping us launch this. To our listeners, I want to thank you for tuning in to SPARCcast. We have enjoyed presenting a lot of ideas to you about networking and about our networking referral community. Please, if you enjoy this episode, please subscribe or rate us or leave us a review. Stay tuned for more episodes about business networking. And then you can also find us on YouTube and on Instagram. And we are at SPARC Network LV. And then if you want to really get involved with us, go to our website, because you can also apply there. We are at sparknetworking.com. So thank you again, you guys. We'll see you at the next episode.